Shao Kahn, bow to me.
Greetings, combatants. By request, we will be ranking all the designs of Shao Kahn's stalker.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm kidding. No offense. It's just a joke. Better known as Reiko. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Obviously, I just gotta create the tier list first.
All too easy.
It's a little basic, but I'm sure it will do for today's video. So, starting out with Mortal Kombat 4. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool. He wears the spiky arm. He wears the spiky armor on his arms that Shao Kahn would eventually adopt, thanks to MK9.
Don't make me laugh.
But yeah, he's kind of, well, generally character-wise, he was kind of bland during the first appearance. I'm surprised they did not include the one where he wears the Emperor's helmet.
Don't make me
Certified would go into Shao Kahn's stalker, but Reiko is interesting. More so, he is obsessed with Shao Kahn and wants his throne, but also respects him at the same time. It's kind of interesting, if you ask me. It's an interesting take to do things with. This one is slightly cool. It's the exact same costume and concept, but it's in the 3D era, and also, it's not MK4. MK4 is kind of whack with its costume designs. This one is amusing. He's just trapped in jail, just like characters like Shao Kahn during the stages. Now, I think this is more of a peak design. He takes more embellishments of Shao Kahn, especially his former leg armor. I think this is one of the more badass times he looked. Like, he definitely held up a higher standard. And let's see, this design, pretty good. Definitely tops these two designs. I mean, Reiko was never really the most interesting design-wise, kind of, in a way. I think Armageddon is where he gets more so. He's the general of Shao Kahn's personal army, so to tie in with that, he would wear armor that kind of resembles the Emperor in some ways. It just makes more sense that way. This is, I don't know where this design comes from, but I'll put it up here. It's pretty good. Him as a blood god, though he utterly dies. Like, this is one of the better versions of him. Why not keep it up there? It's where he really goes into his ultimate form. Of course, he was tricked. He was never a catalyst for godhood, but it's still pretty cool. I think overall his story was kind of interesting. He was supposed to be the reincarnation of Shao Kahn, but then he becomes... He's not the reincarnation.
Well done.
It turns out he's just Shao Kahn's stalker. Boring.
You weak, pathetic fool.
Yeah, he goes in Shao Kahn's stalker because he's just boring. Like, he doesn't even have much of a personality.
Feel the
His
wrath
personality
of
is
Shao
I do
Kahn.
whatever the heck the General Shao wants. That's it. Like, that's not a character.
That was pathetic.
Okay, one's costumes suck.
Don't make me laugh.
Kind of. Not as cool as Armageddon, obviously. He's a loyal general. He wears the costume properly. This is as far as from the characterization as you can get. Like, honestly. They call this. They call him
pathetic fool.
Reiko. You're joking, right? This is supposed to be Reiko?
Don't make me laugh.
From what I remember, Reiko was a pretty intelligent guy. But he just acts like a dumbed down version of MK11 Shao Kahn. Well, he just acts like MK11 Shao Kahn. That's probably who he's inspired from, because
that was pathetic.
now we just refer to Now I just refer to MK11 Shao Kahn as Angry Tall Reiko from the 2021 movie, because that's basically what he is. He's not the character he once was. It's as far off from the character as you can get. This one is also pretty cool. He doesn't get much to do in this movie, but
all too
he's
easy.
cool. It is cool to have some 3D era characters actually be showing up in some of these projects, because it seems like people just don't like the 3D era. And MK4 was kind of an underwhelming story anyways. But Reiko is a character you can do a lot with. Like, having him being a loyal servant of Shao Kahn for many years until he desires to covet his throne as emperor.
I rule this world.
Both his plans and actions don't really come into any terms of effect. Like in MKX, you can really have him become Outworld's. You can really have him become one of the catalysts who was involved in the Outworld Civil War. He wants to become the Shao Kahn successor. Stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot you can do with him. Find this design. Goes up here. I mean, it's kind of in line with what he looks like, but it just feels like
all too easy.
It's just not him. He doesn't feel intelligent. Yeah. I really think that in general the L has been stayed for this character. I mean,
feel the power of Shao Kahn.
Served both Shinnok and Shao Kahn. So, yeah, interesting. Otherwise, he doesn't really get much to do, but, you know, there's still much you can do with him.
Don't make me
give
laugh.
him an origin story. I had some ideas for that coming down the line. My idea was that Reiko was participating into a small match of a Outworld's Coliseum. Outworld's Coliseum would be more so a betting match too, where people can decide petty feuds and stuff like that. He had a petty feud with someone who he defeated. Then he was given the option to choose an ex-opponent. he chooses to fight Shao
I
Kahn.
rule this
Shao Kahn
world.
immediately thinks it's due to arrogance, but actually it's due to respect and wanting to be challenged by the best warrior Outworld has to offer, which is, of course, is the Emperor. That respect has Shao Kahn decide that he would be a perfect candidate for his personal army, who was led by an aging old general who is more so less sophisticated when it comes to being a warrior. Reiko would take his place during the conquest of Edenia, as this general would blandly say to Shao Kahn, this plan, Edenia is too powerful to be taken, doubting if it can be accomplished with the armies. Shao Kahn, of course, goes into fray himself, and he tells Reiko that this general will die. He will ensure that this general is in the front lines fighting, so he will be killed. He will be wounded or killed. If he is wounded, I expect you to kill him for me, and then take his place as my personal army's general.
Feel the power
And that's where that
Shao
goes.
Kahn.
I think it has more of a... I think it's more competent of a way to establish him. He's a loyal follower of Shao Kahn. He views him as his master, but then after some time he desires something more for himself. He desires to be more than a servant. He wants to rule. Well, his plans never end up going anyways, because he does not think he can. He merely wants to rule and become emperor, but he's waiting for the moment where he can actually become an emperor, because he doesn't believe he can actually defeat Shao Kahn. So yeah, it's the kind of way you do things. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you are a fan of Reiko, like one of my commenters is, who specifically asked for this video is for you. Thank you for watching.
Well done.
If you like my content, feel free to like and subscribe. If you don't, thank you for watching anyways. As always, God bless you all. See you in the next video.
Fatality.